So here's my argument, and I'm going to have to correct a record here, but here's my argument. Less than 1% of the population is now in full control of our culture and our calendar in what we call a democracy, no less. President Joe Biden officially declared March 31st Transgender Day of Visibility in 2021. Yep, there it is. Proclamation from the White House. So let me correct the record. Barack Obama did not officially create the Transgender Day of Visibility. Biden did, and he actually lied about it, overshadowing Easter.
Mr. President, what does Easter mean to you, sir? Sir, what does Easter mean to you?
Time for forgiveness and people getting together and a little love and no phoniness. Be straight with people.
And Mr. Speaker Johnson the other day said you, sir, Speaker Johnson said you betrayed the tenet of Easter by proclaiming Easter Sunday as Transgender Day. He called that outrageous and abhorrent. What do you say to Speaker Johnson?
He's thoroughly uninformed.
Uninformed how?
I didn't do that.
They literally banned all religious symbols from the White House grounds, and all we saw was the White House lit up in the transgender pride flag. And Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida rightly called him out for it.
President Biden's redubbing of the holiday as Transgender Day.
Wait a minute, he said that didn't happen. He said he didn't do it. So which raises the question, either he's not being honest with the public, or he really didn't know what was going on. And so my question would be, who's running the presidency? Is it a bunch of woke 20-something-year-old White House staffers that just put out this drivel whenever they want? So I don't know who's in charge. The fact that he's not owning up to it, either way it's bad. Either he's not being honest or he really didn't have anything to do with it. But what we did was we had a big Easter egg hunt. Kids didn't even change when they got back from church. They went in, they found a lot of Easter eggs, and it was like a massive amount. I told my wife, I said, that's a lot. And so they did that, and they were running around. And then it got to be, we get in, we had a nice meal, we did all that. So then we get into later in the day. No naps, just keep going, nonstop. And I'm just like.
Now, what's really funny is that Biden's Spanish language Twitter feed did not carry any of this transgender messaging at all. It was all Easter and Cesar Chavez Day. That ruled the day. Why? Are Spanish-speaking Americans bigots? So here we are defending democracy where the majority of Americans are heterosexual Christians, and now we have something called Gapril. There it is. So Gapril, where we get days like on April 6th, we celebrate Asexuality Day, or April 26th, International Lesbian Visibility Day. Then May just becomes gay, and we get May 17th, International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, Transphobia. May 24th, Pansexual and Panromantic Visibility Day. Then comes Pride Month, the whole month of June. By July, we get July 6th, Omnisexual Visibility Day. July 16th, International Drag Day. Then we continue through the summer to get to September 23rd, Bisexual Visibility Day. October 24th, Asexual Awareness Week. October 26th, Intersex Awareness Day. And November becomes Trans Awareness Month. November 6th becomes Transgender Parent Day. And November 8th is Intersex Day of Remembrance. November 13th through the 19th is Trans Awareness Week. And I don't even know how many days altogether that totals, plus the month of June. Christmas, Easter each get one day. It's Memorial Day, Independence Day, Veterans Day. One day each. The Rainbow Pride flag and less than 1% get almost the entire year. Now, how did we get here? Because of this person. A man named Rachel Crandall Crocker. Very attractive. Headline NPR, Trans Day of Visibility began 15 years ago. The founder is still moved by its success. Quote, in 2009, Crandall Crocker wanted a reason to come together and feel joy with other members of the trans community. At the time, the only holiday she knew of geared towards trans people was Transgender Day of Remembrance on November 20th, dedicated to honoring the lives lost to anti-transgender violence. I wanted a day that we could focus on the living, Crandall Crocker said, and where we could have rallies all as one community all the way around the world. The idea turned into the International Transgender Day of Visibility, which falls on March 31st every year. Crandall Crocker said she chose the springtime date because she wanted some distance from the Transgender Day of Remembrance, as well as Pride Month, which is in June. So here we are now. So look at this. The entire calendar is blanketed with the LGBTQAI2S mafia, pretty much having every day as a day of acknowledgement or awareness or remembrance. In a society that we call a democracy, where this group of people constitute less than 1% of the population, less than 1. And now these people are bringing their agenda to our children in government-run schools, and it's like we can't do anything about it in a democracy. So when the Democrats say they are defending democracy, protecting democracy, what they're really talking about is this teeny tiny group of people who are now fully in charge of our culture, our society, education, and yeah, our calendar. I guess the only thing missing is to make Pride 365. And that's my argument.